Carr, as well as the City of Estevan Mayor, Roy Ludwig. Today we are here at the Rafferty Dam pump house to celebrate the upcoming completion of our community's drinking water system. These upgrades will help safeguard the environment and improve the quality of life for the citizens of Estevan now and into the future. The project's first of 3 phases began in 2017 with the construction, finishing in that same year on 2 settling ponds that store the residuals generated by the water treatment plant to help protect the Souris River. The ponds, which didn't exist previously, alternate collecting the residuals as part of the water treatment process. The first cycle of the ponds removed 99,600 kilograms of byproduct that would not enter the Souris River. Phase 2 and 3 were completed in tandem, which included a 9.2 kilometer long water pipeline. The entire pipeline runs from the original riverbed in the Rafferty Dam reservoir to the Estevan water treatment plant. The third and final phase of the project was the intake line from the dam and the construction of the pump house here, which will soon be operational. We would like to recognize the federal government's contributions to the Provincial Territorial Infrastructure Program, which funds 1/3 of the project. Honorable Catherine McKinnon, Minister of Infrastructure and Communities, was unable to attend today, but sent a statement that I will now read on her behalf. The City of Estevan's completion of its water treatment plant upgrades is an important occasion. I'm sorry that I cannot be there to celebrate with you. Having access to clean, reliable drinking water is critical to the health and prosperity of Canadian communities. It is important to make investments in local water and wastewater systems that will improve people's quality of life, protect waterways, and position communities for growth in the future. This facility will help protect the Souris River through an effective and low-energy treatment process. The water pipeline from the Rafferty Dam reservoir will provide high-quality drinking water for years to come. Projects such as this water system upgrade not only safeguard the well-being of residents, they also protect the environment and create good jobs and encourage future growth and business investment in the area. The Government of Canada is working closely with municipalities, partners, and stakeholders to get projects built quickly and projects that will make a positive difference in the lives of Canadians. We are committed to working closely with Saskatchewan to address the critical infrastructure needs across the province now and into the future. Infrastructure is important because it's about real things to real people. It allows people to live healthier lives and it helps business. It keeps communities connected. The federal $180 billion investing in Canada plan invests in thousands of projects, creates jobs across the country, and builds stronger communities. The Government of Canada has invested over $715 million towards 368 infrastructure projects across Saskatchewan under the Investing in Canada plan. Almost all of these projects are either underway or completed. Thanks to these initiatives and the project like the City of Estevan's water treatment plant upgrades, Canada will remain among the best places in the world to live, work, and raise a family. Thank you. The provincial government has also contributed funds to cover 1/3 of this project. We are very fortunate that Minister Carr is here to join in the celebrations. Please come forward to say a few words on this milestone.
Well, welcome everybody, and thank you for coming out today. It's a pleasure to be here. First of all, I'd like to begin by acknowledging that the land on which we gather is Treaty 4 territory and home of the Métis. So thank you to His Worship Roy Ludwig for being here today, and all of the other guests. I see we have other city councilors. Kevin, thank you for joining us today. You were the catalyst. You started this, and as you so aptly said, you quickly dumped it on Shane so that he could take it to completion, and it was successful. So thank you very much for your foresight for the City of Estevan and this project. We have past reporters here out visiting us. Jonas, it's nice to see you. On behalf of Premier Scott Moe and the Government of Saskatchewan, it's always wonderful to be back home. As you probably know, my name is Lori Carr, and I am Saskatchewan's Minister of Government Relations and the MLA for Estevan. Today we're gathered once again because of the very important project for the Estevan community. This time to celebrate nearing the finish line of a water initiative that's been in the works for a number of years. A project known as the Estevan Water Treatment System Upgrade Project. Its needed infrastructure will contribute to protecting the environment and improving the drinking quality of water for the Estevan residents. It's needed infrastructure that will contribute to protecting the environment and improving the quality of drinking for the residents. Residents, like other people across Saskatchewan, who have faced unprecedented times due to COVID-19. But our province is well positioned to recover from the effects of the pandemic. Its fiscal foundation remains solid. Our government continues investing in communities and resilient and strong. That strength from local leaders and their community were catalysts to move forward this important initiative. One, the Government of Saskatchewan is proud to play a role in by investing $3.1 million towards the project. Additional direct investments for this community through the Municipal Economic Enhancement Program and the Fast Track Municipal Revenue Sharing Program will also see more than $3.9 million in provincial funding for Estevan to help navigate these unprecedented times and stimulate the local economy. I want to acknowledge the Government of Canada for its funding contribution towards the project, and a big thank you to the City of Estevan for your contributions and your vision. Our municipal partners worked hard to reach this point in the project and should be commended for their efforts. They truly did think of innovative ways to ensure that this project moved forward successfully. They had stumbling blocks along the way, and they were absolutely determined to see this project through to the end and do it fiscally responsible and think of innovative ways to ensure it happens. So I really do congratulate the city for that, thinking outside the box, working with partners in SaskPower and getting it done the way they did. So good job. As this event proceeds today, I certainly look forward to hearing more about the technical aspects of this project and its progress from the city officials. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Minister Carr, for the government's collaboration on this project. I would now like to introduce the Honourable Mayor Ludwig for his remarks.
Thank you very much, Jeff. He's starting to do a very good job as MC. I think we're going to have to throw him into the loop from now on. So thank you all for coming today, especially Minister Carr, who has a very busy schedule and has taken time out to come and visit her constituents and meet her today. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to the province of Saskatchewan for their monies on the one-third basis with the federal government and with us, the municipality, to make this large project possible. Finally, we will be able to produce clean drinking water, which in the past, and I guess this did start with Kevin, and Kevin, thank you for giving us a kick in the butt and saying you guys have to do something with this water. It's too cloudy and we treat with ultraviolet light, and the trimethylates, which are potential cancer-causing agents, we're starting to get to the upper limits. So we started this project 4 years ago, and hats off to Shane. He took the ball and ran with it and did an incredible job. Him and the rest of our staff, Jeff was a big part of that. We didn't get involved into all of the minutiae, but thank goodness Shane and again his staff, our staff, Jeff did a very credible job. And of course we couldn't have done it without council. Thank you, Travis, for coming today. Under council's leadership and guidance, they supported this project all the way through. As Minister Carr said, we did have some bumps along the way, which is not surprising to any project of this size. But everybody came to the table, did a great job, and here we are today celebrating the fact that we're going to have clean water moving forward. So again, I'd like to thank all the players. Minister Carr, thank you again. I know Catherine, as Jeff said, McKenna couldn't make it today. I'm sure she wanted to, but maybe next time. She did come down once and tour the plant, but we still need the federal government's support for more CCS, so we've been working on Minister Jolie to come down, but we'll see where that goes. I even offered her to stay at my house, but I don't know if that's a bonus or not, but she's mulling that one over. Anyway, I digress. And thank you. We even have our biggest critic here today, Mr. Wedge. Thank you for coming. Appreciate that. See, I want to respect this guy. He helps to keep us on the straight and narrow. So in a free and democratic society, everybody needs their critics as well. So again, thank you all for coming. Appreciate it. And let's get to work. Right, Shane? Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Ludwig. We've given a general project overview, but I would like to introduce Shane Buxus, the Water Treatment Plant Services Manager, to share a technical overview of the entire project. Shane, a few words.
Thank you. I'd first like to thank everyone for attending and being here, and for all levels of government, the mayor and council, the provincial and federal government, and all the other divisions within this city which have helped me to starting the project. I'd also like to thank big thanks for SAS Power for working with the city and using their pipeline to bring the project costs down. KGS for being the primary consultant, and Greenfield and GCS, which were the prime contractors for these projects. The project consists of the pump house, which we are standing at right now, the intake, which is sitting about 200 meters out into the water, and an air purge system here that clears the screen of debris. With the air purge system, it protects the environment by us not having to pump in chemicals to clear the screen, protecting aquatic life. Once the water is pumped up through our two pumps back here, it is transported 2.3 kilometers onto the SAS Power line. The SAS Power line was originally built to transfer water from Rafferty Dam to Boundary Dam when it's low. They haven't used the line in the water, and the infrastructure was over there. So with dealing with them with negotiations and talks, we were able to secure onto the line that would cover 5.4 kilometers of pipeline that the city did not need to lay. Afterwards, at the highway, we then tack onto it again and then go 6.2 kilometers to the water treatment plant where it is piped into our original system. The other part of the project that was done during Kevin's watch was the residual ponds. That was to collect all the waste water that the water plant produces. Everything we have that we take out of the water goes into the ponds and then drops out where we collect and then send it to the dump where it's used as cover. From that, like I said, it's a reoccurring thing every year where we get large amounts of solids and then put that back into the landfill so that we're not polluting the Souris River. From initial water quality test, residents should notice a huge improvement in their water. They'll notice a different taste, hopefully for the better, as well as they'll notice that their fixtures, water heaters, and softeners should last a lot longer. The other benefit of having this additional source is it provides water security to the city of Estevan. Not many cities have two water sources available to them, with us still keeping Boundary Dam if there's ever environmental or a spill that caused the Rafferty Dam not to be usable, the city would still be able to have water by us switching sources.
Thank you very much, Shane, for giving us a background and the specifics of this project. As Mayor Ludwig mentioned, there were obstacles with this project, as there are many projects this size, and we're very fortunate that SAS Power collaborated with us on this project. The collaboration allowed our total project cost to come in lower than the initial estimate. I don't believe we have anybody from SAS Power, but they were. Did you have some words from SAS Power?
No, I don't.
So just again, we'd like to thank them for their continued contribution. This project again was made possible through the Provincial Territorial Infrastructure Component National and Regional Projects Program. The governments of Canada and Saskatchewan are contributing $3.1 million toward the Estevan Water Treatment System Upgrades project, while the City of Estevan will be responsible for any remaining costs of the project, which has a total eligible cost of $9.4 million. I'd like to thank you all for coming today to celebrate the significant achievement in a major project. At this time, I would like to give you an opportunity for questions and photos, as well as a chance to tour inside the pump house behind us. Please note that PPE is required inside: hard hats, toe caps, and or steel-toed boots, as well as safety glasses. Rebecca Westling has supplies for those who would like to take a tour. 2 people will be allowed inside the facility due to spacing restrictions. Thank you again, everyone, for celebrating this success with us.